wait. See if everyone's here. No, it seems okay. Seems fine. Drop frame detected 53 2 seconds ago. Wait, hold on. Quit. I don't know if it's bad. Okay. Let's wait. Okay, so I think we're all but good. Here, let me just put this here. Oh, I forgot to add over the last 2 minutes a few seconds ago. Let's add chat box. And add color source, black box. That should be fine. That should be fine. Okay. I don't know how bad my internet is. It says excellent connection. Should be okay. Let's see if it works. If it worked. Let's see. Yeah. Should be fine. Okay. Jesus. Whoa. Justine. Hey, what's up? 1 viewer, 3 viewers. This is great. This is going so well. If anything's lagging or if there's any, oh my god, it's huge. my freaking chat. Okay, give me a moment. Let me just move this way. Hey yo, hey Amin, how you doing? Oh my god, it's been so long since everyone's been here. This is amazing. If there's any drop frames, let me know. This is a test stream. And if, you know, you guys have any suggestions or anything like that. Because I'm planning to stream next week, the whole week. And I don't know if it's possible yet. But I figured it'll be fun. But I wanted to test it first. So say hello in chat if you guys can hear me, which I know 2 of you already already here, which is awesome. But yeah, everything works great. Thank you. Great, fantastic. I have this whole streamer set up here right now. Like, I set this up so that way it looks a little bit better during meetings, but unfortunately I can't hide my bed. So it's just gonna be back there for a while. You see like the cinnamon cat over there, which is true to it. It's good. All right. Hope everyone is okay, and I'll just wait until more people come in, and we can start. So the whole reason why I'm going to stream next week is because there is a exhibition that I paid money for in order to like be a part of, and they're like, oh, it's lagging a bit, but it's just on my end. Oh, cool. Wow, this camera is high quality. Pfft, it's nothing. Yeah, there is a exhibition like in a month, but then I have to give in 6 pieces of work, 6 pieces in like 2 weeks, and I haven't started. So I have to make some stuff in order to, you know, actually get over it. And if not, I'll just use some existing stuff. But I figure like I'll just stream the entire thing from 9 to 6 every day from Monday to Friday, and I just crank on with the work and everything. So hopefully that'll be all good. But yeah, that's basically it. But I guess since everything's around, I need a fan, man. It's fucking hot in here. It's really hot today. Hopefully you guys don't pick that up. If you guys pick that up, I don't give a shit because I need it. Okay, chill. I don't really know how I'm gonna wait, but I'm just gonna go. So the whole reason why I'm doing this stream is not just it's a test, but also I want to record this so that way I don't have to do anything for my Behance for the Omgitsfirefoxx project that I did, which I can show you right now. Let's see if I got that. Starting soon with chat. There we go. So this is the thing that I did, and it looks kind of chill. It looks pretty chill. I actually really like it. But basically, I don't want to do any more work, as in like putting in all the screenshots and the GIFs and stuff. I thought it'd be really nice to explain what it is with, I guess, a live stream and then edit it down. And I'm recording this right now, so even if it's laggy as shit, like at least I can upload the VOD. Oh, thank you, Louis. How are you doing? Yeah. So this is basically what it is. I'm gonna break down every single thing, like not just my. Yeah. So this will look really cool. Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah. This is basically what it is. Basically, I'm not just going through like what I did in Cinema 4D or anything like that. I'm actually gonna go through the deck and everything. I already asked Sonja, who said yes, I can like broadcast it and show the world what I did in order to get to this point. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna start. So I have this whole folder and everything. Ignore everything that I have here. I don't think there's anything important. There's Chris at the back, but I haven't blurred him out yet. And since it's gonna be a saved VOD, I'm just gonna like hide his face using this thing for now. So yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna start with for stream. This is really scuffed, but okay. So this is her original starting soon screen, which is really funny. For those of you who don't know, oh fuck. For those of you who don't know who this is Paul Blart from the Mall Cop movie, and this was basically what she was using this entire time for her starting soon screen. And obviously it's very scuffed, but it works for the whole meme format. Paul Blart, 10 out of 10. Hell yeah, absolutely amazing. But yeah, this is basically what she started with, and she's like, I don't want that. So then when I was doing my whole like putting thing and all this stuff a year ago, she was like, hey, do you want to do a starting soon screen? And I wasn't freelancing at the time, so I didn't do that yet. And then months went by, and then we started actually communicating again after I came to London and I started doing freelance again. So I did this in the background over a couple of months. To be fair, it shouldn't take that long, but because there was like not a lot of back and forth, but like a little bit of like absence for both of us because we were both busy at the time. So like it just became that way. So okay, anyways, starting soon. This is what it was before. And basically what she wanted was something like this. She gave me an MS Paint sort of example. So here there's a starting soon animation, there's a Twitch chat, which we'll get back to that. There's the Apple logo, which for some reason is at the side. Now that I look at it, I don't know why it's at the side. Plants, a chair, cool gamer lighting, you know, subtle animations, coffee, steam, phone flashing, food, anything, and an Astro headset because that's her affiliate. She promotes the Astro headset, more plants, and then a window with some kind of animation, whatever. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah. So that's basically it. That's how it started. So here that's where I started going through Pinterest and all that cool jazz. So all right, here we go. So this is what I was going through. This is my basically my research and everything. And this is all other people's content. This is Pinterest. I'm not saying this is our own. This was basically her setup. Or was it her setup? I actually don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, we just went through all of these sorts of references and things like that. So I was looking at this guy, Adhira Putra, which is very good. He is a very good artist. And there's a bunch of other things here. There's all these like 8-bit sort of stuff. There's the stuff that's sort of more my style. And there's a lot of like back screens. Like you can tell here, this is very much for like Twitch chat and everything like that. It's got that lo-fi study thing going on, and the lighting, and it's like really like just like sunset-ish sort of thing. This was a huge inspiration as well, which is amazing. Whoops, we can't find that page. That's fine, doesn't matter. Yeah, so, and then we go on for that. So I have a deck. I actually have a deck for you guys to check out. Like, this is the actual deck that I sent over before we kicked this off. So basically, I guess we'll start. I'll just pitch it the same way. Hello there, Yadi. Hey, Sasha, what's up? How you doing? Kapochi in the house. Sorry I didn't start 30 minutes earlier when you messaged me saying you were ready. But I'm here, I guess. I'm here. A whole deck? Yes, a whole deck. Yes, I'm going to be showing you the deck. Which is great. I think it's a really good process. So like, be organized and everything and all that stuff. So here we go. Omgitsfirefoxx stream starting soon animation. Actually, I am going to stop the music right now, just in case. Okay, so this is a deck, and this is how I presented it to her. Although no, I didn't. I just sent it to her. But I like this. This is how I would actually go through it. Nice. Okay, so OMG, it's Firefox. Amazing streamer. Sonia Raid is a Canadian Twitch streamer and podcast host. Not only does she have 741k followers on Twitch, she's also a super chill person. Hey Yadi, what's up? I was working with my boss trying to figure out I couldn't render a sim in Houdini, then I figured it out just in the wrong frame, so I'm the late one. That's fine. Hey, yeah, it's fine. It's all gonna be recorded anyways, and you're always welcome. Hey Yadi. Hey Rene. When she isn't busy hosting Good Game Nice Try and around in Fast As Cars, Sonia does a lot of streaming in her spare time, playing games, doing fitness streams, and just generally having a good time in her chat. And also, super chill person. So that is the intro. So this is who she is and everything like that, all right? That is the thing. Okay, moving on. So Sonia requested a starting soon screen, which would then replace her Paul Blart Mall Cop image. Although Paul Blart is an incredibly nice guy, Sonia thinks it's time to let him go. She wanted a computer setting, getting ready for the show to begin. So this is all the references that she sent me. So this is the original one. Not sure if this stuff shows up right. You have 2 live videos on your channel for me. Do I? Oh, I do. Because one of them didn't work. So I stopped it and I started it again. So it's the wrong one. That again, test stream. This is scuffed as shit, but there you go. Oh, Justin, hi, how you doing? You should be in Istanbul doing work. You shouldn't be on narrative way. It's fucking stupid. Okay, this is the starting student screen, which I showed you before. Is it this way? Yes, which I showed you before. Here it is. And then here is all the stuff that she sent me. So this is her MS Paint. Better than you, Justin. She did a better job than you in MS Paint in order to tell me what she wanted. So, I mean, you got competition. No, I didn't. I didn't actually read the intro out to her. I was like, this is partially a joke and also partially a serious thing. Oh, Tam, what's up? Senpai? No, not senpai. You're the senpai here. No, I did not read this out. I'm just reading it out for the lulz and for fun. But this is genuinely what I sent to her. So she has this MS Paint. No chance? Bullshit. Right, so there it is, and she sent me a bunch of this stuff. She really likes like Windows 98 era sort of graphics. Or talk about like .exe and the close button, the window button, and all that stuff, which is super cool. And then we have these like sort of like, oh, it's on a computer, it's a daytime, you see all the lighting and stuff. Which, by the way, I'm looking at this one right now. The lighting is a little off, isn't it? Like the clouds are blue, but the lighting around is very warm, which doesn't make a heap of sense. Nippon Desu poster? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What Nippon Desu poster? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so that's basically what I came up with, and this is basically the stuff that I was going to do. A style proposal. So with a style similar to mine at Yeti the Man, there are some of the references that relate to computer setup that Sonia likes, using bold colors, soft lighting, and overall a really sharp look. So to be completely fair, this is basically me boasting what I can do, not necessarily the style that she probably wants, but because she looked at my pudding shit and was like, IDK cam. Oh, here. Yeah, I have a whole poster and stuff. I have like, I have this stuff. I have all this stuff. I hung my, I'm not being egotistical. I hung these because they were test prints and I didn't know where to put them. I was going to replace them with other prints eventually, but it never got to that. So don't ignore that. Yeah, lotion. Moving on. Yeah, so this is essentially the style that I'm boasting. Since you like my pudding stuff, so like I don't know, it's just like fun stuff. So here it's like, but more sparkly, because we were having a conversation and she said I wanted it to be sparklier because all the references that the cinnamon cat, bro. Yeah, dude. Right there. Isn't that so cute? Oh my god. This is so cute. Yeah, I saw it in a shop. No, I saw it in Comic-Con, and then I wanted to get it, but I didn't. And then I saw it in the shop, and it was the last one. And I was like, I'm gonna get it. Go fucking get it. All right, style proposal, but more sparkly, because she wanted something sparkly in a conversation that we had when I was showing her references on my Pinterest board, and she was like, you know what? I wanted something sparklier to give it like a little bit more of like a sparkly tone. So I added these references that are a little bit more iridescent. What I did was sparkly. What does sparkly mean? Well, I don't want sparkly to be like, I love it with my whole heart. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Just fucking amazing. Oh my god. I sleep with it every night. And I'm not even fazed by that. Like, unironically sleep with it every night. So when I say sparkly, right? I didn't want sparkly to be like, okay, glittery, like this sort of like, oh, star glow, everything like that, you know? Like that's really cliche. I didn't want to go there. So I interpreted it sparkly as iridescent, like more harsh lighting color, you know? And a little bit more colorful and like refractions and stuff like that. That's the way I interpreted it. So here you see all these references. They're actually all just spots of really bright colors, sleeping with it, and the lotion. Don't not in my chat. We're on YouTube. Calm down. Yeah, okay. Right, so yeah, this is basically how I interpreted it. Sparks of color. There's some white stuff, of course, as we all do. Of course we do. And that, yeah, spots of white color, all the nice stuff, and all the nice highlights. And that's basically the way I interpreted more sparkly, because I didn't want the cliche sort of star glow stuff, which you see all around. Like, it's a little bit too cliche. I wanted something a little bit more unique. And that's why I have all these as references. Then pops of color, because I was imagining it being at like sunset or dusk mood outside. I'll just read it out. With a blend of iridescent colors, primarily focusing on purple and orange with a hint of cyan, these bold colors will really pop and will fit the sparkly mood very nicely. So that's basically what I was going for. Also, I put Celeste here, and I don't know why, but I think I like couldn't find any more unique-ish references, so I put Celeste in there, which I think is a really nice touch. It matches the overall mood, so I like it a lot. So Windows interface. I told you that she really likes Windows 98 sort of graphics. She actually had it during. Fuck that. That just happened. I think something happened. Did something happen? My computer just glitched out. Okay, it's fine now. Is everything okay? Is everything fine? Uh-oh. Yeah. Huge uh-oh. Lagged for a second? Okay, that's fine then. I think that's okay. Okay, cool. All okay now. Lagged. So sad. This is why we have a test. This is why it's like we have a test. Okay, so now we have a mock-up, which is the lighting and layout. So I took the Sanja's MS Paint, and I did a really shit iPad sort of drawing, because I'm terrible at drawing, like no matter what. Like I'm really bad at it. I'm better at 3D stuff and 2D, like, you know, than anything. You used to use Twitch. Yeah, I did, but then like I thought YouTube was like a better, I don't know. I just thought like people liked okay, Twitch has a barrier to entry for people who don't use Twitch. YouTube has no barrier to entry for people who already use YouTube, which everyone does. So like that's why I switched to YouTube for a while. I want to see if it works for like a week. So using Sanja's famous paint mockup, I took it and used a crude drawing of the layout. So here it is, and I wanted to like show like the lighting and how it works. So here we have like this sort of like underlying lighting over here to like light up the seat and everything and give it a little bit of blue, while also having this stream of like really nice and yellow, orange, almost sunset light that will hit there. And so that's basically how it is. There's also an Astro headset here because she wanted an Astro headset, and that's basically what it is. That's basically how it goes. Great. So that's basically what it is for the deck, and then we just started working on it. I just started working on it and everything, and yeah. So let's actually start going through the Cinema 4D file, which will be very fun. That will be super duper fun. Hire me for what? For what? What would I hire you for? I don't even have like a LLC or anything. What do you mean? Okay, so I guess we can start with the way I did, I don't know, just how I worked with it. Let me just put this somewhere. Okay. So this was what I started off with, and this is also what I sent over. So this was the final result. Yeah, this was the final result of that C4D file. And so it's just mocking up the lighting and everything, and like getting that some sort of stuff to work. I mocked up the computer and the coffee mug and the phone and the seat, because that's one of the more important things. Did you upgrade your C4D? Yes, I did. I did upgrade my C4D. It's no longer like 22 or whatever stupid shit it was. Okay, let's see if my Redshift actually wants to work, or if it wants to slow down like hell. This is the true test now. Oh god, it is very slow. Oh no. I should have restarted my computer when I had the chance. Because originally it was very fast, but now I think I opened After Effects. This was the first pass? Yes, it was. It was the first pass. It was just to show her what I had so far, because at the time we weren't really communicating as much, but I needed to show her something. And I think the best thing to show so far is the lighting and all the most important like elements. So the most important elements to her was really the headset, the phone, the cup, and the Mac, the placement of the computer, the window, and the chair. So I also looked at different sort of camera angles just to see what it was like. And so there we go. We had all those. So let me just do that. Let's just try it out. Let's see. What did I put in my notes here? Yeah. So that's basically it for all of this. And what I did was I think I showed a lot of you guys how I did with the HDRI stuff, but basically there is an overall HDRI with this thing. I think if I zoom out enough, you can probably see it. There you go. This is the HDRI. It is an absolutely crazy HDRI. And what it looked like is this. This is the HDRI. This is what it looked like. And I'm just curious, how long have you been using C4D? So 3-4 years probably. It's my go-to choice considering it is. Sorry, there's a plane. I wonder if you can hear that. Okay, I went back. I've been using Cinema 4D for like 3 years. Yeah, you saw the HDRI on the website. Yeah. Yeah, I did make this HDRI myself. I will show you guys later how I made the HDRI, but basically, because yeah, Heathrow Airport. Now you know where I live. Oh, oh. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I made this HDRI and imitating airplanes. Hey, Aiden, by the way, how you doing? Oh, everyone's here. This is so happy, man. All my internet friends are here. So this is basically what I used, and I'll show you, because the reason is if I open After Effects and Cinema 4D at the same time, Cinema 4D will just die. It will just slow down so much. So I just tend to not do any of that. Ooh, fuck off. Yeah, so this is the HDRI, and let's see, and the background image. So the background image itself, which is this one, is also done using the same method, which is essentially, oh, we don't see it here. AE the computer killer. Hell yeah, dude. AE had me install like 64 gigs of RAM in order to actually operate it. Love you, man. Great stream so far, and interested to get closer at your process. Thanks, man. I mean, you yourself are amazing. So I honestly, I don't know how much more you can learn from this. Your stuff is always crazy. I think all of you guys are pretty much amazing artists, so I don't know how much more to teach you. But yeah, I did it very traditionally with a lot of like light blockers here. So here is like essentially blocking the light in some places in some areas. So this is not actually visible, but it's to block out the light and everything, just to make it look like there's some stuff going on. And there's actually multiple domes of light. So as you can see here, if I just turn off everything except for the main dome. So this main dome actually doesn't do jack shit. All it does is, I think, just reflections, I think. Background details. No, okay, so it just includes the room. So just this room. Like this room is the only thing it's affecting. Then this room dome is the rest of it, like everything else, and it excludes the room. So all the objects is what it will attach itself with, but then the room itself does, like the walls itself is not actually using it. And so like using these multiple domes in order to light the stuff like really hones in on it, and then everything else, you add all these area lights and all that stuff, you'll get something really nice. So here, as you can see here, this area, how there's like little streaks of like lights over here, it's simply just multiple area lights. As you can see, it's just this stuff. So if I just go camera 1, just leave it there. Is it camera 1? Oh yeah, fuck it. I don't really care. So here, as you can see, these are just area lights that I stacked on top of each other. So that way it kind of mimics, like, it's kind of stepping, but not really. But also it's like, you know, it's got that like sort of gamer light sort of stuff. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Moving on. Let's just move on. Let's move on. I don't wanna budge anymore because I want to do this for 3 hours, and after that I want to play mahjong. New to 3D, HDRI is the background or something. So HDRI is basically, okay, let's do a live demonstration here. Let's do this. So we have a cube here, for example, and I'm going to turn this to redshift. So we have a cube right here. Let's grab our really nice renderer here. And so an HDRI is basically a light that surrounds the sphere, the scene, like a giant globe. Let's see. So if I create a dome light, this is what it looks like. And this dome is pure white. That's why it's lighting every single thing at once. Let me add a texture to this material, to this cube. There we go. So now we have this. But an HDRI is essentially something that, let's like get a good one from HDRI Haven. So it's basically a 360 image of a environment. So that way you can have your lighting on it, which is very, very nice. So now you can see this HDRI is essentially affecting the glass, the matte, the reflectiveness, and everything. So for example, for my stuff, if I grab this HDRI, there you go. So now you can see it actually projects onto the sphere. I mean the cube. So you can see the reflections and everything and all of the colors and stuff. And here you can actually manipulate the saturation, the gamma, whatever the heck. It's basically a giant dome light, a giant sphere of light that encapsulates your entire environment, your scene, which is really useful. Okay, that's it. Moving on. So, yeah, super duper interesting, I think. When you're starting out with 3D, you always need to know about that because, like, 3D, usually you do the more realistic stuff, and that's where it gets, like, really blah, 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 blah. Anyways, let's see. Let's go finer details. So, now we can speed up. And we can start coming here, which is basically the final scene. So when she was like, oh, this is great, keep going. And I was like, I was so encouraged that I literally finished the entire scene and then sent it over to her. Normally you shouldn't do that. Redshift's so cool with HDRIs. You can do a maximum of 7 on one scene. I thought it was 5. Oh, I'm gonna go ham on the, it's gonna be amazing. Oh shit, that's not cool. That's not supposed to happen. Let me find a different scene. Maybe I'll find the final scene or something. Let's see. What is... Okay, this one might be good. It still has the lights. Should be fine. Alright, so this is basically the final scene, and we have the UI that's in the background, which I just outputted from After Effects. You think it's 7. That'd be so cool if it's 7. I'd love it if it's 7. And basically everything's somewhat textured now. So you can see here we have the cup with like a bunch of speckles and stuff. I may be wrong here, been a while since you touched RS. You like Octane, right? And then Sanja's iconic Astro headset, which is yellow. And you can see Paul Blart over here as a little bit of a Easter egg, and there's a bunch of other stuff. Although I made it more crowded a little later. Also, she is a huge car nerd, so I think I could make it bigger here, just in case. She's a huge car nerd, So here is a poster of everything. And here is a city block, which I made very easily. And here is plants. I think I'll break down each individual element. What did I say? Going ham, looking at reference, see what is missing. Oh yeah, so basically, I was looking at it, and then I was looking through my own references on Pinterest to see what was missing, what was off. And so I was going back and I was looking at all the references you had, and here is like, oh, we see the bookshelves, oh, we see some posters, oh, we see some like blinds and everything. So I added those subtle details. So here we actually have books here, which is very subtle. You can almost never see it, and the posters in the background, which are a bunch of memes. You can see Sanja, which has Shrek behind her. We changed this to her cat. And then we have blinds, which I don't think anyone really sees. And fairy lights as well. No one really sees it, like or notices it at first glance. But it's like really nice touches that you can add to your scene, like just to give it life. Because everyone is going to concentrate on this. But then if it's just this, no one, like, people will think it looks off or weird. So yeah, I can break down the fairy lights if you want, but I mean, it's very simple. There's like a bunch of like, I just put a sphere on it and some like, I even made this like the simplest thing it can possibly be. Literally the most simple like structure. So here, it's just a ball with like low poly like spline, because I didn't need it to be so like high poly, and then boom, that's basically it. And you have like this little light as low poly as possible, and then we have like a couple of lights, and then I used a cloner to scatter it around. Where is it? Room. Yeah, here, and the cloner. Don't know why it's not selecting, but that should be it. Is it? Is it? Oh, whatever. The city is actually like a bunch of like just generated cloners, which is super funny. So this is just a cloner with full of like spheres, and then I added a light to it in the back in order to like give it that sort of really nice highlight. I'll show you the actual thing instead of the redshift render. Let's see, preview. Not this one. This one is black and white. Here we go. Yeah, so you see here with like, it's really nice sort of highlights here to make it look like a city block and stuff. Yeah, it's basically just a bunch of cubes, which I then scattered around, and then I added a giant ass light, which you can't really see, but I think I just hidden it. And then that's basically it. You can see some protruding plants, but it doesn't really matter. Simple, but works so well. Hell yeah. I mean, don't overexert yourself, right? And also this lovely hanging plant. Because this, okay, because this plant, I obviously just took off the internet. It was free. But this is like something that I had to create myself. So if I just, let me select the children and then I'll solo it. Okay, so this plant is just like a bunch of like helixes here, and cloners. So here we can see there's a cloner here, cloner here, cloner here. There's a cloner for like this hanging stuff. Work smart, not hard. Hell yeah, exactly. Work smart, not hard. There's just a bunch of cloners using helixes, so that way it scatters like a little bit nicely. So this is the spline that I use in order to get these cloners out here. And actually, this one little leaf is basically what I use. This one leaf is basically what I used in order to clone it, and so it scatters. We see here as well. This is also the spline that we used, that I used in order to use it. In order to create this sort of like viney sort of thing. And you see there's this bend thing, and this bend is actually animated. So you can see here, just this little subtle thing, just to bend the overall everything. You can see the actual cloning here. Here we go. So there's no physics involved because I also needed to loop. So in order to have it loop, I need to like give it some sort of like, yeah, control. I need to control the animation. And it's just really simple stuff. So this hanging plant itself actually has animation with its anchor point or like its origin up here. I've only just started to use Sim 4D, but damn, it making me so excited. Yeah, it's just really fun. And because I'm doing low poly stuff, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's low poly, highly stylized stuff. If you're doing like actual 3D, oh, that's a way other ballpark. You have to make things really like physically like accurate. But in terms of like just doing low poly stuff, you know, it's good. And the reason why I do like not physics stuff, like why didn't I rig this up and then use like IK or FK and then like started using like physics simulations, is because I needed absolute control. Even if this is not a looping thing, I think keyframes are always the best, no matter what it is. Like keyframes always gives you the most control, and even though it's a little bit of a hassle, it's better. And for example, if you're physically simulating something and it goes wrong and you gotta like tweak a little bit of settings and then physically like do it like you know, simulate it again, and then it just doesn't work. This is just like full control over everything. Keyframes, deformers, all that stuff. Obviously very complex stuff, it won't work, but this I think is one of the best ways of doing it. So yeah, I think I already talked about like, you know, the animation and stuff, but I could really just touch on it a little bit further. So I have I think this one is like the final animation. All right, so here it is. This is the final animation, which you can see there are only very few things that are moving. The reason is because like I don't need everything to move. This is just a starting soon screen. No one is going to be at all with anything. That's why I have the subtle plant. I have this plant, which is all literally bend deformers. So here is all literally just all bend deformers. And work smart, not hard, right? Only the leaves that you see on screen is the ones that I animate, because I don't care about everything else. So here he goes. This is all the leaves. Hopefully I didn't fuck anything up, because it took a long time in order to do this bend shit. Okay, it's all good then. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's basically it. What else? There's also the chair, and I remember I was in Sonia's chat when she debuted this, or like she started streaming from a long time and then used the starter screen, and someone said, "Why is the chair spinning on its own?" I mean, come on, like there's literally nothing else I could animate. What else do you want me to animate? It's just a chair. Just get over it. Like, Jesus, are you kidding me? Fucking stupid ass. Oh, you can see here, this photo actually has a couple of lights on it. I do this a lot with some of my renders, actually all of my renders. It's just to give it like a little bit more lighting. Let's see if this will render. Get a bit more custom lighting rather than just using HDRIs, because people like, I think the cat's moving it. Oh yeah, probably. So here you can see there's some like blue and some like I'm sorry, Sonia, but there you go. Imagine a character right behind the camera tentatively spinning the chair. Yeah, could be. There's someone in the background just moving it slightly. That'd be really funny. So yeah, you can see there's like cyan and there's like magenta, and the reason is because like there's these lights which are controlling it, and if I turned it off, then it would just disappear. Okay, it didn't disappear entirely. Let me see if I can find a right angle for this, so that way you can tell. Okay, so here before there is no lighting, and then now there is lighting. You can see those little streaks. And just to give it a little bit more like stuff to look at, because it was really bland before, and I wanted to give it a little bit more life. That's why I decided to add those lights. And a lot of these places, yeah, that's what I did with the ramen bottle. Exactly. Yeah, I put a bunch of lights all around it, so that way it mimics the style of like a of a lighting study painting. And then that's basically what I did with it, which is really fun. Hi. Oh, Tim Skern, what's up? How you doing? 1 hour, I didn't check my phone. He starts streaming. I mean, hey, I'm not going to wait for you, Gaurav. Yeah, so that's basically what I did to a lot of this stuff. To the books over here as well. Is the material itself just a metal texture? Yes, it is. It is a sort of workaround. So this is literally just a shut up. So this is just a metal texture. See that? Yeah, great to see you on the stream. Ah, thanks, man. Thank you. I'm on YouTube, which is different, but yeah, it's great. I'm so sorry, Sonia, because we're using an old version. We changed this to her cat, but I put this as a joke, and she told me to replace it, but we're just gonna work with this for now. I'm so sorry, Sonia. Mean is average in maths. Yes, it is. Yeah, so this is a metal texture. You can see on this one. Let me see if I can open it up. This photo frame is just a metal texture. So that way it like reflects all the really, really nice like lighting that is all around it. And I love that stuff. Like even this chair is like somewhat metal texture-y. And all the other stuff. Like this MacBook. Actually, I put some lights around the side. So that way it gives like, you know, some nice hinges. This keyboard is completely made out of a metal texture because I wanted to reflect everything. Every single really nice highlights and everything. These chairs are all metal textures. And most of these are a combination of metal textures. Actually, it's a really cool idea that I like. There is. So here's a concept that I really like. Let's start doing this again. I should just save this. So let's do the whole dome light. Why did it? I'm not pressing shift. Let's put in the HDRI again. Boop, boop. Add that in. Okay, so this thing, what I really like about Redshift is their IQR is actually really easy, simple to understand. So what is their IQR? IOR? IQR? It's IOR, which is essentially like the refraction index of your thing. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm using it to tell it IPR. It's not IPR. It's not IPR. It's not IPR. It's this. It's this. It's this. The Fresnel type. It's not IPR. So as you can see here, you see reflectiveness. It's kind of gray, but if I crank up the IOR, it actually just cranks up the reflectiveness of the material, and that's basically what I use it for instead of anything. So if I go up to 1, it doesn't reflect barely anything. Yo, hey, what's up, Antoine? But if I add the IQR to 3, which is its maximum, I think like you can keep going. If you keep going, it just adds to reflectiveness until it's fully reflective. And that's basically how I use it. And now I can change the color to whatever the fuck I want. So that way it influences the kind of reflectiveness it is. So I can change the hue and everything. And right now it doesn't really do anything, but then like it barely changes the color. But then if I crank it back, you know, it still has the color, but it still has the reflectiveness. So that's what it does. In very layman terms, yes, that's what it does. But in actuality, it is the refraction index of different like glass materials. Like glass is a different refraction index. Like, is it like roughness? No, roughness is, there is a roughness slider right here. So it actually does a roughness slider here. The IOR is basically, okay. I can IOR is 1.333. So if you're doing like so like water, for example, is 1.333. It's basically like a see-through thing, right? Maybe I'll add some bevel to this so that way you guys can tell what is going on. Okay, so this is water. This is the refraction index of water. The index of refraction. That's what IOR stands for. The index of refraction. Is Redshift Dome same as Octane? Yes, it is. It is exactly the same. So glass has a 1.5 to 1.7 IOR. So here, if we change it to like 1.5, that would be glass. And you can see the refraction index is changing. I don't know why we're going so technical into this, but this is basically what it does. So this is water. And then it said something about diamond. Diamond is a refraction index of 2.418. So 18. There you go, diamond. All right, see? Yeah. That's neat. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Actually, if we have more time today, which I think we do, because I was thinking about streaming for like maximum 3 hours. File that I did for the ceramic butt sake cup thing, because I really like Blender's shader, like their process. It's like the Redshift node system but on steroids in Eevee. If you're doing stylized renders, if you're doing cycles, no, forget about it. But yeah, that's essentially it. Okay, so we have that. So you got it now. Thanks for explaining. No worries, man. No worries. So here, okay, this is basically that. We did the animation and everything, and that's what resulted in it. This is the animation that we have. As you can see, it's all subtle and stuff. It's at 12 frames a second, just the way I like it. We got this really nice sort of plants and everything, and the rest of it is actually composited. So this, we wanted to like, thank you so much. No worries, man. Hey, blast all these questions you want, if you want, because like I'll just do whatever. I'm very happy to explain everything. So you can see all the things that are actually moving. You can see that the plant is actually moving. The chair is actually 3D moving. This plant here is actually 3D moving. But everything else is technically still, because I wanted, like in the render, and I'll show you this later, but it's because I want to be as flexible as possible and add the other animations in compositing, because those ones don't require 3D moving around in 3D space. They just need 2D. So that's basically the only ones that I did in 3D, so that way I can, you know, kind of min-max the amount of things that I've done. But yeah, so that's basically it. And now we can go to, okay, now QR water. So now we have nighttime. Nighttime is very interesting. I actually really like nighttime, and in fact, it is one of my most favorite ones. So this was a first pass of the nighttime one, because she wanted a like stream over sort of a screen as well, which is similar to the starting soon screen. But this is basically what it looks like, and it looks, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. But unfortunately, we didn't get up to that. Oh shit. Okay. Let me know if it's buffering, by the way, so that way I can fix it or try to fix it. Because I'm constantly just looking at the YouTube, and okay, excellent connection now. Okay, don't know why. Okay, so here is basically the nighttime one, and actually is a cheat, because it's exactly the same lighting setup, except I just changed all the colors. Like even the HDRI, if we look at let's see, if we take the room dome as the only thing that we're looking at, so let's just wait for it. So this is the room dome, and you can see it's actually more blue and stuff, but that's because I changed up the hue over here. So originally it was at 0. It was like normal hue. And so this is basically what it looked like. It was like a little bit more purpley magenta. It's got some like spots of yellow and things like that. But then I changed it to 295, which is basically going backwards, which is making it more blue. And that's what gives it this blue. So now all the orange stuff has turned magenta. There's some green here. Really nice spots of color. It's really, really nice. So I did it to basically every single light that shows up in the previous scene, and even the background is treated the same way. And then that's it. And I also made everything floating. I don't know why, but I really like that idea. So yeah, that's basically it. So that's like, I really like this one. I wish she went for it, but she just wanted like a basic, like exactly the same as the starting soon screen, but with just a different lighting pass. So that's basically, hey Kahi, how are you doing? Yeah, so that's basically what it is. It is what it is. So you can see here, not the render. There should be a nighttime one. Second June, nope. 1st of June, May, April, May, April, blah, 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 blah. Okay, no, never mind. Oh, never mind. It's cool. I would never thought of using textured HDRI. Yeah, it's not original. I thought I did it. I thought I did it myself. I thought I was like, oh my god, this that's basically that is so unique. I've done this first. This is my very original sort of idea in creating stylized things. It's not. There are many people who do it. As soon as I went on Twitter, and Blender community is all about stylized renders, they've done this many times. So even though I figured it out myself, it's oh cool, caught you streaming while on the train, so good now. That looks neat. Thank you. Thanks, Kahi. Yeah, so it's not an original thing. People have used it all the time. But this is just one of the workarounds because Blender is a lot better, more versatile. In C4D I have to make do. But that's basically it. So yeah, we have all these things that we did. I have all these things that we did. So now we can head on to compositing, which is probably my favorite part. Because I come from a 2D background. So yeah, we can start opening AE now. And let me just, actually I don't want to save this. I just want to close it. There we go. I'll keep this in case anyone wants to go back to it. Compositing. After Effects. Oh, your internet is really bad now? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. This stream is going to be saved on YouTube anyways, so everyone and anyone can access it, and you can go through it again. And I won't be swearing as much, but I think next week I'll be swearing a lot. Okay, so let's see. All right, so After Effects. What is After Effects? After Effects is the best thing in the world. Okay, let me. I put denoiser on it. Let's hope that it. Like, okay, it's going really well. It's fantastic. Okay, so you can see here, boom, death of the computer. I'll put this later. So you can see, right? This plant is the only thing that's moving in this area. So is this plant. This plant is the only thing, and the chair. There are only three. Anubis, holy shit, Anubis is amazing. I'll get back to that later, but Anubis is amazing. So now we have these plants and everything. By the way, this is Shrek, a poster, but pixelated. And no swearing. No. Fuck off. I swear. In Sonya's chat, in Omgitsfirefoxx's chat, people spotted this immediately. They saw this Shrek poster and was like, Shrek? Shrek? Oh my god, Shrek? And like, Sonya didn't even notice it when I gave it to her. I was putting this as an Easter egg, like just so nobody will notice. Thank God I didn't put a penis on this because, you know, my signature is putting a dick on every single thing that I've done. I didn't for this one because this is like, I didn't want her chat to just find a dick in the starting soon screen. Because they found this. If they found out what this was, then they would have for sure found a dick. And like, that would have been a no-go. That would have been a no-go. So yeah, there's another meme for a cat. This is a GTR. She was like, oh, can we put a GTR there? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll put a GTR there. And then this is her cat. It's so derpy. Look at her. Oh, him? Her? I forgot. I do not remember. But yeah, oh my god, it's so cute. And his mug and everything. But nothing moves except these two plants and the chair. Everything else is going to be in compositing, because I want to be as versatile as possible. So so this is where all the comp comes in. It's like, oh, there's a ton of comp and everything like that. Okay. Some people are scared of comp. Don't skip comp. Never skip comp. Compositing is one of the key parts of this, motion graphics, whatever, what have you. Okay. 3D. Okay. Compositing is key. Do not skip it. Anyways. So here we go. So this is the base render here. As doing all this, very normal. So first thing I did was actually I came here and I changed up the lighting. So you can see here it actually changes in hue because I wanted something different every single time. And obviously I don't want to animate this in C4D because what if I hate it? Yo, Wing! Oh, Wing! What's up? Joseph is here as well. You guys are both watching at the same time. And I don't know if it's like really late night for you guys. Matt ID power, hell yeah, Matt ID for the win. But also Cryptomat, not bad as well, not bad. Gamer RGB lights, exactly. This is one of the like the main reasons why I didn't do it in C4D is because what if I hate it? I rendered it like overnight, high quality. I look it up, it sucks. That would be horrible. So I did this in After Effects. It gives me more control. It gives me the saturation, what kind of saturation I want and everything. And I think it looks pretty well. It looks pretty good. So yeah, this is basically it. You can see I just use like masks. So if I just solo this, it's really just this part, which I'm doing all the actual lighting stuff. And there we go. That's basically it. Secondly, particular loop. So this, I wanted the background. Big brain decisions. It seems like it. It's not really. It really is just like thinking ahead. Yeah. So this is actually the background. So you can see the background here, which I can now tell you how I did the background. The background was basically using particular and having it like come on and stuff. And then these are like different hues. So I'm using this gradient. So it started off with this gradient, then I use a colorama, and then I use a turbulent displace. That is the color hue of the background. And then I used that as a reference for my particular. So as you can see in the emitter, I used a layer emitter over here, a layer emitter. And that basically drives the color and the placement of the particles. Colorama, let's go. Dude, I wish they updated Colorama because Colorama is the most outdated thing, but I use it all the time. I really wish they updated it because I love it. It's the best. Yeah, so this is basically it. And like, so now every like particle that spawns here, for example, it will pick the color off of the position of the color where the comp is referenced. I don't know if that like maybe I'm explaining this really wrong and horrifyingly, but yeah, that's basically it. But I wanted to animate the background so that way it gives it a little bit more life. So that's why I did. So here is basically a looping background. And what I'm doing is I'm basically fading it in and fading it out near the end. So that way it kind of like gives it a little bit of a seamlessness, and that I put it in the background. OMG Yadi and your greatest. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Kami squared. Thanks. Okay, so here we have this loop, and then we basically used a Cryptomat. And if you don't know what a Cryptomat is basically a incredibly big file that references all of your objects, and then you can pick them out. So I guess I can just show you. Where the fuck? Reveal. You're such a great pool player too. Fuck, it's you. It's you, fucking dickhead. Oh my god, it's you. Okay, so here it is. This is the Cryptomat. It looks like nothing until you put in Cryptomat, and now you have all these references. And so basically, it basically finds all the objects that you used and you can just select them. You can reference them. So this, I referenced the background here, and that's basically what I did. And so that way I can isolate the particular background over here. Then we have this smoke. I did the same thing, basically. I get the same thing. Wait, a SG. Wait, Capochi, you're in Singapore? First I've heard of this. Looks really useful. Yeah, Cryptomat is huge though. It is very big. So be careful, because it is a big boy. And if whenever you like replace the Cryptomat with like something new, a new render with like new objects, it completely fucks up all your compositing that you've done before, because as soon as you replace it, you need to reselect all that stuff. So be careful. It's better if you use like puzzle mats or like object IDs, like basically manually selecting them. But yeah, I have a deep hatred of Cryptomats, but I mean, what can you do when you have so many objects in one space? So this is basically the mug particles. As you can tell, all I did was I used particular. Still, that seems cool. Yeah. Oh no, service. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, this is basically particular. So basically, the smoke, the steam that I was using is basically a particular, and I had this hexagon, which actually is all done in particular. I don't want to go through the process. It's been a long time since I've done it, but that's basically what I did. I made it trail off, and basically made it loop. Basically using the same comp and just going through it. Gotta go, but seeing your work behind the scenes is sick. Hey, thanks, man. I feel free to rewatch it if you want. I'm probably gonna edit this into a smaller video anyways, because I want to put it on Behance. But that's basically it. So here now you can see the smoke is like a looping smoke, steam, and then I basically put it on top of my cup, coupled with a couple of bevels and stuff. And then here I just add a mug mask. Boom, easy. That's it. Definitely will do. All right, see ya, dude. And then now we have this is very simple phone light up screen, which just turns on and off, which is not hard at all. Then we have the Windows interface, which is this giant ass big boy. All right, so this is a beast. So we have this massive ass screen and everything, and we have all these elements. And basically what I did was, if I will solo one of these things, let's solo this. So this is actually all shape layers. These are all shape layers that I just painstakingly like created in order to like, so see, these are actually made out of shapes. And so that way, if I ever needed to resize it, I'll just grab all these points and just move them over. And so that way it doesn't change the scale of the icons or anything like that, but it changes the scale of the window. I did it like, whoa, that's wild. It's not that wild. It's just like, I had to do it because I knew I needed to make a lot of windows, but I needed to resize them whenever I could. So I thought this was the easiest way to do it. Also, another thing, you can see that these have like pixels. You can see that they're like really sharp. In no way does it actually like you can see it steps. It doesn't actually do any anti-aliasing. And that's basically because over here, you see where my mouse is. Over here, there's like this and so now this is aliasing. This is aliasing really hard. I don't want that. I want it to step because I want it to mimic. I want it to mimic the Windows 98 sort of style. That's why I have the step, and so that's why we see these like little like steps here instead of like proper anti-aliasing. And that's basically it. That's basically all there is. I put a bunch of memes here because I mean, memes, what can you do, man? They're all just memes, and all of them are kind of like pixel to some certain point. This one I was just like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna do whatever I want. And so this is basically the entire sequence. That is great because now I will composite this onto the screen, and then when they need changes, for example, this chat screen originally was never there, and then when I delivered, Sonia actually was like, oh, actually, can you put a Windows screen just over there? So instead of re-rendering the entire 3D scene, I was just like, oh, sure, I'll just put it in, and then like comp it in. So like, for example, if she said, oh, actually, we don't want this anymore because it looks shit. She'll never say that. Copium. But basically, I'll just hide it, and then I'll go back to my main comp, and boom, it's no longer there because, you know, we just did you extrude? How did you extrude the smiley? It's a meme. I downloaded the GIF online. It's an actual meme. Laugh face meme. GIF. Screenshot my NFT. I don't know how they did it. I actually have no clue. But it's so funny that I had to put it in because that was the funniest shit when I first saw this. It's so fucking funny. I can't even. Anyways, yeah, that's basically what it is. Okay, so moving on. So now we have the starting soon screen, and I basically manipulated it so that way it let's see what I use. I use corner pin. So originally it was like here, and I corner pinned it so that way it matches the actual screen. Blah 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 blah. Yep, there you go. And then I added this other Windows interface, and this actually is halved. And I added like just curves and just adjustments so that way it kind of like smooths out, because before it was just a screen, but I wanted to give it a little bit of shadow, and there you go, boom, a shadow. Then we added the reflection back. He's going to explode inside himself. What? Wait, what? Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna yeah. So here's the reflection. So this is a reflection pass, which I think is one of the most important passes you'll ever find. You see that? This is a reflection pass. So it's all just giving you reflections. So it's one of the passes you can get as part of your 3D render if you select your passes properly. There's Cryptomat and all that stuff, and then you get a pass, a reflection pass. So this basically gives it like, it's very subtle, but you can tell here that there's like some form of reflection happening in the background. I didn't want it to like overpower the starting soon screen, but like I want it just a little bit so that way it gives it some sort of life. There's also another reflection because I wanted to add, don't listen to Antoine, he's probably drinking. Bro, did you get a new camera? Yes, I did get a new camera. I got the Logitech because when I got my PC, I didn't have a webcam. And I do have like A7 right here, but I don't know how to hook it up yet. So I just bought this Logitech cam. I knew I was going to stream eventually, so I just got it. Antoine, are you drinking already? Let me know. I'll drink with you. I don't have anything. I only have vodka. Okay, so this is another reflection pass, but only on the side here, because I wanted to accentuate the Astro headset, which we will then add here. So there you go. So without that reflection, it won't look as like merged together. You can see it kind of looks like it's just on top of it and not really a part of the screen. But if I added the reflection back, it gives it that sort of really nice sort of hue. And man, chat is so slow for me. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Just a casual A7 lying around, shake my head. Don't you want to be my mod? Chat is slow for you? I'm sorry, man. Hopefully I can get that fixed. Oh, it's not receiving. Oh, no, it's excellent connection again. The only drink I have is bubble tea. Nice. Fantastic. Lovely. Bubble tea is great. So now we have all these shape layers. Now these shape layers are basically the lights here, because I was very unsatisfied with the lights that I had before. So basically I just added these in post because I knew those fairy lights are not going to move. Those fairy lights weren't going to move. I didn't give a shit. So these are basically just moving lights, and you can see from the keyframes here, just, you know, like that. It's really, really fun and really nice. And I actually have an expression here. Posterize time. So this basically actually just like, fine, chill vibes, might be down for London in a few weeks. We should hang. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's hang. We should totally hang. So this, we should 100% hang. Oh my god, that'd be so fun. Also, I have nothing to do this August. Well, no, I have stuff to do this August, but like I have stuff. Going to pop away. Oh, all right. Bye, Kami Squared. I'm not gonna reveal your real name. All right. So this, you can see how it like steps, right? And that's because of this lovely expression, posterize time 2. So if I delete this, it will just move normally. You see that? Ignore the scale. It's basically going to go. But because of posterize time, what it's doing is it's just stepping it. It's almost like the posterize time effect, but then is on an expression only on a single animation, which is perfect. So you do a little blinky thing, and that looks amazing. So now you have all these things in unison, which looks absolutely fantastic. There are a few here that are doubled up. And here, there we go. Now we have some really nice lights. Work smart, not hard. Then we have, you know, I guess your very average contrast, vignette, and then haloing. This haloing is really fun. I like haloing. What haloing does is like, basically I made it really high contrast. So this is on screen. I'll put it on normal. So basically I put it on really high contrast here. I added a Gaussian blur. I put a tint on it, and then I used the add. So that way it gives it a little bit of haloing. Although I used screen, didn't I? Use screen. So that way it gives it like a certain haloing effect. You can see here. I really like this. This is sort of like, bro, share the expression seems useful. It's posterize time bracket, whatever number bracket. There. Okay. Time bracket 24. This is the expression. Where's the font? Make it like 36. There, posterize time. All right. So this basically means the frame rate of the keyframes. So if I put it on 2, it'll be like every two frames. What's the difference with a deep glow? Because it didn't have deep glow at the time. This was a great workaround. It does make it dreamy. It's a really nice dreamy thing. So you can see on this Twitch thing, turn it off, nothing. Turn it back on, gives it a nice red warm feel. Like I really love that. One of the best. What is this? What the fuck is this? Oh, it's my, okay. Yeah, so that's basically all of it, which is really fun. Oh, got it. Thanks. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Yeah, so so posterize time, this means the frames a second. So basically, if you're no matter what like frame rate your comp is, the posterize time will convert the keyframes to 24 frames a second. So that means you'll convert the animation to 2 frames a second, or 8 frames a second, or 12 frames a second. So only isolates that keyframe, nothing else. This is an expression for animation and nothing else, which is really useful sometimes. Because I really like mixing frame rates because it does a really interesting result. So that's basically it. This is basically all that. And we actually have a nighttime, which is pretty much the same thing. We started off here, and then I didn't like the green, so I turned off the blue by just using hue and saturation. And then here, I didn't like how light the cat was because it's a little bit distracting, so I turned it down, unfortunately. Then I add the user interface, which is offline here with the corner pin. Only use the effect in the past. Yeah, because the effect affects everything, like absolutely everything, even your keyframes sometimes. So it's really nice to just have, oh, Irina, what's up? How you doing? So it's really nice to like just isolate that specific line of animation rather than the entire layer, which is really, really nice. So yeah. Then we add the contrast and the vignette and the haloing, and there you go. That's basically the offline. Really, really goddamn fun and nice. Yeah, so that's basically it. There, boom. What should I talk about next? The header decks? I guess I could, but I don't know if you guys need to. So I'll just make this really quick with this one. So she also wanted me to do headers. So I don't know if you guys are too interested in that. Oh, bedtime, go to sleep. Keep using the stream as sleeping ASMR. Sure. Yeah, why not? I'll scream in your face. Sorry, I was a little loud. Let's see. Okay, so I have headers here. So she also asked me to do headers and sub notifications. So this is the final shit that I did. And it's just really simple stuff. Actually, no, not all of it is simple stuff. This was using PicoCAD, which is goddamn fun. It's super fun. But this was all, most of it was done in compositing. I mean, in After Effects, just to give it that vibe. And all of this was also done in After Effects. And she had something similar, but then I was like, okay, we'll just use the same sort of stuff, and then we will like, yeah, we'll use the same sort of theme that we had with the Windows, like the Windows 98 sort of interface, and then we'll just add to all this stuff. And what's fun about it was I didn't jump into Cinema 4D at all. None of it was Cinema 4D. In fact, all the text is done in After Effects. So this me is actually 3D. This is a 3D text. And it's perfect. Oh no, not PicoCAD again. Hey, PicoCAD is fun. PicoCAD is so fun. Oh gee, hi Eddie. Hi. Oh my god. Hey Judith, how you doing? Yeah, so this is actually done in After Effects. And it's perfect because After Effects is like 3D graphics is kind of rudimentary, but in a way it is perfect. It is absolutely perfect for my thing. Never would have thought. Yeah, it's just this like really simple thing. So this is all just compositing. This extra life stuff is all just like comped together, you know. I could have done this in like in Photoshop, but I was like, you know what? I'm already doing it all here. Just do it. Just do it here. So subscribe. Bad 3D equals good 3D. Exactly. So this subscribe, it looks so aesthetic, but it's like, it's just really shitty because I wanted to imitate the, you know, the word, like 3D art stuff. What was it called? Like word art? Give me PTSD of MSN. Exactly. That's exactly the sort of thing we were trying to go for. What was it? What was it called? You know, on Microsoft Word, and there was like word art or something. Is that what it was called? Like word art? Was it word art? I forgot what it was called. Oh yeah, word art. Yeah. So this, if you give yourself some nostalgia here, like when you were in like middle school or primary school, however you are. Crazy video, man. You're an inspiration. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Word art, dude, absolutely amazing. I love this stuff so much. Although like this stuff is a little bit like really rudimentary, but there's some that are really, really nice. Like this like metal one, I love it so much. The bowling screen vibes, yeah, it does. It's super, super fun. So I decided to do that. And this like this stuff, these are all just like shape layers that I just copied in before. It still has animation, it really shouldn't. Graphic design was my passion. I don't know if you're joking or not. I'm just gonna assume you're not. Yeah, graphic design is it's great. Yeah, and the bells are literally just stock images from Unsplash, and then I pixelated them, and then I really crunched up the hue and stuff, and tips as well. So tips, originally she had a tips page, and it's basically exactly the same, except with like just added up. And there's arigato, which she had in her original, was my passion. It's so funny. What's your passion? I was about to say it reminds me kind of warp art, but couldn't find a word. Yeah. You know, the Microsoft Word when you're in like secondary school and like, or primary school, however young you are, and then you're just fiddling around with these really cool stuff, making posters. You're like, oh my god, it's so cool. Oh man. And like having really shitty graphics and stuff, like those graphics just didn't align at all. That's basically what it was. Super fun. Yeah, there's this arigato. It's animated because I put a wave warp on it and I didn't change the animation. I didn't care. I really enjoy confidence in how articulate you are. It's really inspiring that you are getting out there and doing what you love. Keep going, my guy. Thanks, man. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Once in school, created cover for my project with a bunch of word art. That is awesome. It's so funny. I love it so much. Like I think like I used to hate that era, like the Y2K era, but I actually freaking love it now. I'm doing like 2005 to 2010 era stuff now with like my Wii shit. So yeah, this is basically it. So yeah, all this window sizing is exactly the same as I described before. It was using the let's see if I can find it. It was using the shape layers in order to like resize it and everything, which is really fun. And yeah, that's basically it. So now she has the final covers and everything, and let's see if I find it now. Yeah, so now she has all of these. She has this really nice animation, which I can show, but it's not a big deal to be completely fair. Chosen. So here it is. I can use down res actually. There you go. So here it is. And it should totally make a Wii Cooking Mama type parody. Yes, I'm not going to lie, I am leaning on maybe, because I like game design, but I've never actually tried. So I'm thinking about maybe if I were to start now, I might as well try something reminiscent to the Wii era, or like that sort of like Nintendo-esque. Shout out to USW. Hell yeah, USW. Yes, USW is great. Fantastic. University of South Wales. That's where I graduated. Yeah, so here you have all these like I don't know what I'm gonna say. It's just really simple stuff. I don't really know if I needed to show you guys. Look here, look, there's like, look, I just did like step images. Look at that. It's all just shape layers, except for this PicoCAD. This PicoCAD is it's a GIF, which I like just stepped. It's just really rudimentary stuff. Dude, your Twitch outro was sick. What Twitch outro? What Twitch outro? What do you mean by Twitch outro? What Twitch outro? The foxtail is actually an interesting sort of little thing. So the foxtail, if I just remove all this, this is actually game dev, yeah. The Diddy Kong jungle beat or any rhythmic game could be insane. Hell yeah, it would. So this tail is actually a spline. It is a path. And I use the nulls in order to manipulate the path. So that way we have a foxtail. And so you can see that the animation is just using the nulls in order to create this foxtail. And also I have this here. This is like a mask. So that way I can like color it in. Yeah, and that's basically it. It's just really simple shit. The outro on my Twitch. What's the outro on my Twitch? What's the outro on my Twitch? I don't remember this. Are you talking about like this? Are you talking about this? Are you saying the actual Twitch outro that I had before? I have no idea. But anyways, that's basically it. This is all my compositing stuff. Notepad, I don't need to save that. And that's basically it. This is the breakdown of this entire project, and it was really, really fun to do. And I really need to thank Sonia Raid for like asking me to do this, because like this is the first job which I ever did in my own style, and it is fantastic. Gotta get off the train now, but we'll rewatch this later. Hey, great. Anubis, the After Effects outro? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The outro, yeah, that was pretty cool. I think that was like one of the fun ones. Yeah, so like I really need to thank her for letting me in on this project, because like this is my first project where I ever did it in my style, and it's like one of the most fulfilling jobs I've ever had, even though it's so small. And like, but it's just so fun. Like I get to do whatever the fuck I want, which is amazing. My friends are begging me to do something, but I'll definitely catch up on the vlog. Good luck with your stream. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you, Judith. Anubis, the best thing in the world. Let me show you right now. This is a not sponsored segment to promote Anubis, which is part of Battle Axe. So basically, you know how when you need to export this in H.264, this is for all the After Effects people, by the way. You need to put this to H.264, but you need to like, you need to turn it into ProRes and then output it and then put it into media encoder, and you're like, put it into media encoder, and then you set it as stuff like that. No, Anubis just does everything for you. It's here. You just type it in, starting soon screen, and then you choose wherever you want to put it, which in my case is here. I'll just put it here, whatever. And it has all these like output stuff, settings, the MPR4 quality to low, mid, and high. You can resize it. I can resize it to like 1280, and then I'll just click Anubis. And freaking just help. It just lets me. It just renders it for me. Just let it render. You can even render it in the background, and you can keep working, which is the crazy part. It's like in Cinema 4D, if you put it into your render queue, and then you hit render, and you can continue working on your thing. It is absolutely amazing. And it has this cute little animation. I think it's by Jake Motion, which is so cute. I love it so much. Oh, there you go. And it's done. There you go. So now, definitely getting Anubis now. I hate media encoder. Yes, exactly. So now I go back to wherever I have it here. I don't have the thing anymore. It is a preview that I can send to my client directly, and it is resized to 1280. Amazing. Oh, Reese Parker. Oh, it was by Reese Parker. Shit. Goddamn. Okay, Reese Parker. Reese Parker, you did a very good job, because I can tell this Anubis icon is made by Paths. I think it's amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay. So that's basically it. I don't know what else to talk about. But I think since we have a lot of time, because I've only been streaming for like an hour and 30. Wait, let me do an outro. let me just do an outro for a YouTube video. Everyone spam hi YouTube. The breakdown is really nice, very educational. I learned a lot. Thank you for streaming it. I'm not done yet. So yeah, this is really great. This is like really amazing. I absolutely love it. I adore it. There's like a whole bunch of 2D and 3D things that I've done that like I learned a lot of new things from this. So like thank you, Sanja. basically, for having me on this project. It was really, really fun, and overall I learned a lot. I learned a lot about my own style, learned a lot about like a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. Hello, you debate. The popular 2D project. Which 2D project are you talking about? Are you talking about the connections project? The Todoke project, which I do have. But it's on my book. Connections? Your last IG post? Oh, I can do that. I can do that for sure. I have it. The popular one. Which one's the popular one? I don't think I was ever popular. Oh god. No. How do I ban someone? Please let me know. Put user timeout. Get a mod. I know. That's fine. I got over it. Yeah, I can do my latest Blender post. I can do my latest Blender. Let's see. How did it find me? I'm such a small thing. This is my first time. The Blender one, because I think that's really interesting. Oh, the butt cup. Thanks for the amazing links, man. Very cool. I guess no worries. Exactly what I was searching for. You guys are derailing me. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. Okay. Are you using Blender more than C4D now? No. C4D is still my main thing. But I'm using Blender for fun. I'm just trying it out. Now I could tell you're about to talk about the butt cup. Is everyone calling it the butt cup now? Get everything on Windows. Works like Spotlight. Okay, this is the Blender file. So here it is. It's an Eevee, so it's really freaking fast. Like I can just go around. This is amazing. This is absolutely fantastic. And like, I like to think of Blender. These are my thoughts on it, by the way. This is like nothing to do with like anything that I've like done before. Like this is the first time I've ever touched it. But Blender's shader system, which is the only thing I care about, is like Redshift but on steroids. It is so damn stupid. Stupidly good, not like stupid. So if I grab a torus, I just grab this and just like put this over here. I just rotate it and like move it up. Okay. So now you see here, right? This torus. How do you feel like Blender beats C4D Redshift for stylized renders? Yes. It does. Do you know why? Because Redshift doesn't have toon shader. They should. Actually talk with EJ about this. When there was a meetup in London, and we were talking about how like Redshift really should implement toon shader, and I cannot believe they haven't done it yet. Blender is amazing. I can't believe it's free. I know, right? Oh my god. Dude, do you know it's free? Do you know Blender is free? It is, oh my god. Like you can start 3D right now, and also it's free. Oh, you know, oh, you're using C4D? Oh, pick up Blender. It's free. I pirated Blender. Can you really pirate Blender? Without toon shader, Redshift is miles away. Exactly, Antoine. You're exactly right. Without toon shader, I mean, to be fair, Blender also doesn't have a toon shader. You still need to do a workaround in order to do toon shader. But let's shade smooth here. But because Blender has like a workaround and it has Eevee, it makes C4D look like stupid. C4D is like only for like motion graphics. as of this moment. And right now I'm using it for stylized renders because at the time it was the only 3D software I knew, like properly. But then now that I'm learning Blender, I see the benefits. I'll show you why, all right? So here is a torus. Here is a torus. And I created a new material. And see as a principled BSDF. Though that is like the basic, like basically material. And you can change the color however you want, blah, 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 blah. Perfect, right? Amazing. Eevee, how did they come up with that name? I have no idea, man. Maybe they played too much Pokemon. Is that how Eevee is spelt? Right? No, not you. You can tell I was learning. It is spelled like that. Did not put Toon Shader in the last update? I thought they did. At least they were talking about it. We'll get back to that. But let me tell you how Blender is on steroids. So this is the normal shader. You see there's a roughness here, and there's like a specular, so you can do how shiny it is and stuff. Yeah. But one thing I love so much about this is shader to RGB. So now it looks exactly the same, right? Is it not a reference to Eve in Wall-E? I don't know. I have no clue. Actually, I have no idea. I was just joking around. Shader to RGB is incredible. Because now I can do what I usually do in Redshift and put a color ramp on it. And now I can crush it. I can crush the shader color. I can put it to constant. Already it looks like shaded, right? And this is amazing. This is absolute. The torus looks crunchy. Yes. So okay, so now let me just like build a shader for you. How about that? Okay. That I've been like just fiddling with, right? So here I have this. Why don't I just turn the specular down? So this will be our color, okay? This is the color. And what I can do is I can add a glossy BSDF and put shader to RGB here. So there you go. We'll turn the roughness down so it has this. And now let's add a ramp. Put it here. So now there's this. And then we can do a constant. So now we've got this, right? And then we can just put a mix shader, mix RGB, plug it in, and put like add. Okay, don't fuck up, please. There you go. So now you have the specular, but now you can manipulate it however you want. And also you can change the color of said specular, which is amazing. And now what you can do is you can add a diffuse BSDF. And this is how I do my shadows in Blender. Shaders are RGB right here. Let's just take a look at what it looks like. Whoops, not volume. Don't fuck me up this time. Come on. Come on. There you go. So now you see that, right? And I'll just add a color ramp. Add a constant to it. So now I can control where it goes. I can change this color to whatever I want. And then I'll just add another color mixer. 1, 2, put multiply. Multiply. Okay, hopefully it's not dying. It's not dying. Okay. Come on. Would you look at that? I mean, it looks kind of shit right now, but like, would you look at that? So now I have this like really interesting shader that I can use all the time. I think it's because the colors are like a little bit wonky. But if I make this like purple and I make this like basically dark orange, So you can see the possibilities, right? I think I made a really bad example. So, but I basically use this with every single thing. So that is really, really nice. And another thing that I really like is their wood textures. Applause. You get a swirly thing. Yes, I did. I did get a swirly thing. Really weird swirly thing. Another thing that I really like is their wood textures are really, really nice because you can do it semi-procedurally. So because I use a stylized render, so like it doesn't really matter to me. But essentially, if you add a Voronoi here, and I'll just output this. Not the distance, the color. There you go. So now you see there's just like, it's sort of like a fibery thing. But then the thing is, you know how when you cut a wood and there's like a cross section? Like bamboo. So like, okay, bamboo furniture. Hopefully it has like a cross section. Cross section? That's a good example. Like here it has like strands of the fiber, and then here it has a cross section of it. You can do that super easily. So now here, if I just add like a mapping texture, and I can like scale this up, and then 13 as well. So you can kind of see. Maybe I'll make this like 5. Let me see if I can do it. So 13. Ooh, that was good. That was good. Yeah, see that? So now it's almost as if like the cross section is going through the torus, which is brilliant. So now I can add, oh, there we go. You can see that. So now the fibers are going through this way. It's almost as if we cut the bamboo into a torus, and you can see the fibers going through it. And so that's essentially what I've been doing here. So you can see there's like these sort of areas where it's actually cutting through, and you can see the sort of like fibers and intersections that you can go through with this bottle. Same with this one, which is amazing. So now you can see all the ridges here. It'll be a nice mosaic shader. Yeah, exactly. That would be really good. So yeah, I totally understand the capabilities of Blender. I think Blender is fantastic. Also, Eevee is like mega fast. It is superbly fast. But also, the stuff can it can get really tiring in trying to get things right. So like for example, this cup that I used, here is the shadows. So originally it was blue, and I couldn't for the life of me get why it didn't work. It looks weird. Like it looks strange. Let it render. It looks strange to me, but I will the life of me know why. But I know why now. It's because of the way Redshift does its global illumination. And so here, the shadows shouldn't be blue. It should be orange because it bounces back from the orange-ish sort of environment that it is within. So it has to be orange. Or let me just go back. It has to be that sort of orange. Like otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. So if you compare it now, obviously this one is better. But that's because it's more physically accurate, because it looks like the shadows are bouncing back, or the reflection is bouncing back from under here, back up here. Whereas this one, even though it's highly stylized, it looks shit. Because the blue makes absolutely no sense. So that's like why. That's why. So you don't have to paint over anything? No. I was too lazy. I couldn't do it. I was like, I just want to learn a little bit of Blender and how the shaders work. I didn't really give a shit about like painting over anything. So that's basically why. That's the reason why. Okay, Antoine, you talked about how Redshift has a toon shader, right? I want to see if that's actually true. I want to see if that's actually true. And also my stream is lagging really hard, but hopefully nothing happened. Let's not save it. Okay. That Cinema 4D has a new toon shader. No data. Fuck. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Okay, cool, we're back. Okay, I think it might have been Blender just fucking everything up. Okay, so Antoine, you mentioned that there is toon shader. I call bullshit. Redshift toon shader. Does anyone know? Yo, 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 yo! Toon shader for Maya. Toon shader, blah, 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 blah. This isn't toon shader. Rip. That is not good. Whoop. No, the latest data is about random walk SS. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nothing to do with that. Okay. The stream. Wait, let me just wait until the stream is no longer scuffed. Because I don't know why it's. Whoop. Goddamn. Delivery for stream delivery. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I wonder why. I wonder why. Why is connection so shit? Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Okay, I don't know if anyone can hear me this, but basically the stream is getting a little bit messed up, but hopefully next week it won't happen. So I'll continue streaming next week. But in the meantime, all good. What do you mean all good? It's all good now? Hello? Okay. Stream health. Stream is healthy. It's excellent now. I don't know what happened. But okay. So next week I'm going to stream. Hopefully nothing will happen. All good now? Fantastic. Hopefully next week nothing will happen. I mean, this stuff always happens, but thank God I did all the breakdown stuff, so that way it's like all good. Next week, I will be. You just can't do 3D or compositing. It's fine. The delay is worse than Twitch. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just going to be like that for a while. I think I might go back to Twitch if YouTube just like it's just shit. But I don't know. I mean, I have good internet here. Like, I genuinely have good internet here. I don't know whether it's like Streamlabs or like something like that. But yeah, next week I'll be streaming. I'll be doing art, just all art, pure art, just all doing all the stuff. I already have like roughs and like sketches that I will be doing. So basically, for those of you who don't know, I have a sort of exhibition thing in Osaka, which I paid for. It's like a very small exhibition space, or like a gallery space, where they wanted to like, maybe because Blender was wanting in the background. It's Blender's fault. Blender couldn't handle Streamlabs OBS couldn't handle Blender, so I feel like he's still in HK. What the fuck, bro? Yeah, so I have a gallery space in Osaka who that I paid for. And I have to send them 6 artworks in 2 weeks. And I haven't started. So I am going to work on them next week on stream because I think that'll be fun. And whether or not stream is going to be broken or not, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep cranking out and working. And I'm just going to have chat or whoever the fuck to ask questions or keep me motivated or whatever the fuck. Yeah. So that's basically it. So next week is going to be all that. Just all purely creating work. It's going to be 9 to 6. So each day is going to be 8 hours from Monday to Friday. So it's kind of like a regular work day, but then like blah, blah, blah. So yeah. Anyways, I think the stream is over now. I think I should stop it here. I'll be there, my dude. Thanks, man. You guys can drop in and out. The whole point of the stream is so that way, you know, someone like you can put it in the background while you're working or like all that sort of stuff. It's kind of like 2000 era when you're like Skyping a friend while you're studying and shit, and you guys barely say a word, but like you just work on your own shit. Like it's basically like that. I just hang out, doing stuff. Yeah, so that's basically it. But I guess thank you. Hi, Mom. I'm still streaming. You're live right now. They can see you.
Can I have the timer?
What timer?
Timers.
Huh?
Timers, yeah.
You go, yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Hi.
Really?
Nice.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's my mom. She just marched in. I think she needs to give it to my neighbor because we owe him a timer. But yeah, it feels like the speed 1 stream again. Yeah, it's essentially going to be the speed 1 stream. Hey, Mom. Yeah, my mom's here. So yeah, that's essentially it. I guess I'll see you guys next week. And this was a very short stream. This was the shortest stream I've done. All my other streams have been 5 hours. Mom? Yes, my mom. But yeah, I guess hopefully everything will be fine next week, and you guys can join however you want. But that's basically it. So hope you guys, Mom. Lol. Hi, auntie. You're right. The delay is really fucking hard, man. See you, man. Glad to watch the stream again. All right. I guess I'll see you guys. Maybe my mom will make another appearance. Who knows? Are you rendering, son? Shit. Bonus streamer. All right. That's it, guys. Glad you guys were here. I'm so glad to be streaming again. Just for the week or 2. I don't know how long it'll be, but that's basically it. All right. I guess I'll see you guys. When are you gonna have twin tails on your hair?